Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scariest Podcast.
Woo!
I'm out of breath.
Woo!
Hold on.
She just ran up the stairs. And why is she running up the stairs? She was carrying some beers.
Yeah.
Happy
St.
Patrick's Day,
Day.
y'all. We're both not wearing green. Cheers.
I was wearing green earlier today. I'm not now. But yeah, I'm Mom Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And we're here to tell you guys some cool homegrown horrors.
Indeed we are. What is a homegrown horror, you ask, Robin? Out of breath? Homegrown horror is a story that a listener has submitted to us that's either from them, a friend, a family member, that's spooky, creepy, paranormal, sometimes just coincidental and hilarious, sometimes true crime, that we have been given permission to share with you, wonderful viewers and listeners, which is exactly what we're going to be doing here tonight. If you have a story like that, Robin, where can they send them to?
So you can send them to our email, storytime@scariest.com. You can also go to our website, scariest.com. There's a contact us page. You can fill that whole form out and it'll get to us that way. We also have a whole bunch of different social medias. So we have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We get a lot of stories on Facebook and Instagram, which is super cool. We don't know how Twitter works. So
This is a lie. You can send it on Twitter and we will see it.
Yeah. So yeah. Cool.
All right, good stuff. So I want to address a couple elephants in the room before we launch into the show. The first one is that today is St. Patrick's Day, and we released a topic episode today, as some of you know, and it was Superstitions Part 2. Well, actually, I guess there's a few things more. Part 2, Dua doesn't mean two, apparently. So
it isn't it like DEUX?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
something
totally,
else entirely.
Completely
It's
different.
because of Hot Shots Part 2, and I didn't know how many people have seen that movie and would realize it was a reference to that. Anyways, aside from that, I had a superstition episode released on St. Patrick's Day, and my dumbass didn't talk about the superstition about pinching someone for not wearing green.
That's funny.
That's a missed opportunity on my part, and I'm saving it for Superstition Part 3. I'm just not even going to talk about it. The other thing is there's a little thing going around called COVID-19 that has changed things slightly. I guess not slightly. Everywhere, all-encompassing. Our door is opening.
That scared the crap out of me. Oh.
We have one.
I was
That's
like,
Spooky Mom trying to give us a bottle opener because both of our beers are not domestic.
I was like, why is the door creeping open?
There's COVID-19 coming to get us.
That scared the crap out of me.
But rather than really talk too much about it, I did want to just mention, like, it has affected our lives as well. There's a thread going on right now in the Spooky Friends group where people are talking to each other about how they've been affected and how they're getting through it. And I think it's very, very helpful. Because there are a lot of people right now who aren't really that affected, and there are a lot of people right now who are and are quite scared. So I will say that on 2 weeks ago, 3 weekends ago at this point, we went to our Costco and did our normal Costco shopping. We kind of just doubled up on everything to make sure we were prepared.
We didn't really double up on anything, though. It's like we needed toilet paper. We grabbed
doubled up
one
on toilet
package
paper.
of toilet paper.
I think we doubled up on it?
No.
Maybe not.
We grabbed one package of toilet paper, one package of paper towels. That's our normal Costco trip. We grab what we need to wipe our butts, okay? The paper towels are not for our butts. But we didn't really grab anything extra. We're just like, we just need our basic home supplies.
So we didn't panic, and then once the panic set in, we were going out there for some normal stuff. We went out there on Friday to Walmart, and it was a bit crazy. I can understand why people are scared about that, and we got some stuff that we needed. We also hit up the Asian market to get the rest of the stuff that we needed, which was actually busy but fairly normal. They still had a lot of supplies there. But yeah, I think through the weekend, we started going back out and doing different things and gathering up some more supplies. And it progressively was getting a little crazier.
Crazier. And we were looking for rice. I spent $15 on a bag of rice. It was so ridiculous. And I had to go to the Asian market to pick it up. And it was like one per person. Don't even try to grab anymore. My grandpa tried to pick up two. And they're like, nah, dog, you gotta put that other one back.
I remember what was going to be my green thing for the show. It was going to be my lime with Corona. But I have forgotten it, alas.
Oh, you didn't open mine? Rude.
I figured you want to open it yourself. It's so much fun. But yeah, so things are a little crazy. We haven't been imposed a quarantine yet here in Vegas, but all the restaurants are either closing their dining room or just closing up at this point.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen me at Smith's the other day. I went to Smith's before work to try and pick up some stupid kielbasa sausage that I've been looking for like a week and a half. Okay. And I just felt so stupid because the first thing I did was just go straight to the fridge section and just was like, I need that sausage. That's it. I didn't even grab any. Oh, well, no, I grabbed lasagna noodles. I grabbed some lasagna noodles and sausage. That's like all I did. And
Right.
I just felt so stupid climbing the shelves because all the shelves are empty. And they decided to put the lasagna on the very top shelf. And there's no other pasta anywhere. I don't know why they decided, like, hey, let's put this noodle all the way at the top. So I'm climbing to the top shelf trying to grab this thing. And then I have a woman being like, can you grab me one of those boxes? I'm like, sure, lady. like climbing on these shelves. Oh, my God. It's insane.
So things are a little bit weird right now, but I think we're all going to make it through this together. And I definitely think a really good example of like how you can help each other is when we were in Walmart, even though it was crazy, if someone was looking around for something and they announced to people like, I can't find da-da-da, they would tell someone like, oh, it's actually right over there. Or like, if you don't mind this brand, it's right over there. And I thought it was really cool to see folks kind of like assisting each other. I think everyone can get through it together. And I just wanted to remind folks, like, if you're having a difficult time or a scary time, like, the Spooky Friends are here for each other. So if you need to talk about it in Discord or talk about it on Facebook or wherever, there are a lot of people listening, and a lot of people don't have a lot of other stuff to do right now.
Yeah. So everybody who's here with us, thanks.
Indeed. Just so you know, I never drink Corona. I'm just doing it because there is this myth out there that somehow the Corona beer is related to the coronavirus. And I felt so bad from the fact that people aren't buying it that I was like, you know what? I'll buy myself a case of Corona. So that's why I'm drinking it. Cheers to you, Corona folks.
I am drinking a Guinness because it's St. Patrick's Day, okay? I don't know why you're like...
You say that like you're supposed to drink Guinness on St. Patrick's Day. You're supposed to drink watered down green beer and then pea green and poop green for the next couple days. That's what you're supposed to do on St. Patrick's Day. So just saying...
Well, hopefully, I know everyone's supposed to stay inside. What we did this weekend was we actually went far away from other people. And
not true. That place was fucking packed.
I know, it was insane. It's like the government's we went hiking up in the mountains, but it's like the government told everyone stay inside, and everyone's like, no, must see nature.
Right, must go out now. So,
but I mean, just try and keep busy, I think, is the main thing.
Keep yourself focused. Yeah. Don't panic. Don't focus on the scary details because you can do that for anything. You can scare yourself for anything, and I think, you know, everyone just chill out. Everything will be okay. But don't underestimate the seriousness of the situation. Shout out to New Event Hunter, who just followed us over there on Twitch. Also, shout out to Taxidermy Worms, Major Wolf, 700 Tapes, 9KGB29, and Terminal Stupid, who also followed us while we were off the air. We appreciate all of you folks. But yeah, I just want to address like the elephant in the room there. COVID-19 exists. I am going to put out a video this week. I'm going to record it tomorrow that just covers the facts of it and pulls out any of the other things that you might see on a news station. Because as you guys know, this is a political free zone.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about any of that shit, but this is a very important thing happening. It's literally historic. Nothing like this has ever happened in my life.
I've never experienced it, yeah.
I mean, in Spooky Mom's life, it's something that you'd be hard pressed to find someone who's gone through a pandemic and a quarantine like this ever before. So I want to make sure that if there's any myths out there like that Corona beer affects coronavirus in some way, shape, or form, I can address it and then just talk about some of the facts. It won't be something super long, and I'll try and make it as funny as I can with as serious of a situation as it is. But yeah, we have addressed that. So we're going to move into Homegrown Horrors, which again are the stories you wonderful folks have sent us. Robin, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Let's have you go first. I don't know.
So you have a medium and a slightly long. I have a short and a long.
Oh, so you want me to go first?
No, it's totally up to you, however we're going to do this thing. So
let me make my choice.
Okay. Robin is deciding right now. I'm going to take a sip of my beer.
I know which story I would read.
So you're going to go first.
Okay, cool.
That was a question, but okay, cool. She's going to go first. So everyone sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Okay. So this next email is... Oh, did you pull up the Twitch thing? The Twitch points thing?
No, I didn't.
You should do that.
Go ahead and start, and I'll pull that up.
All right. So this first email of the night is from I'm Beef Trainer, who is in our shows every single week. Thank you so much. And the subject is Hauntus Campus.
Wow. Crushing it.
No,
right out
I'm
of the
sorry.
Gate.
I'm already drunk. Okay, I've had 2 sips of beer. I'm
just
already
pause.
wasted.
I got to get this thing up. I'm going to have to edit this whole thing out because you're wasted and you're just talking gibberish now. So you're going to hang on so I can get this thing working, and then we won't have to do a bunch of edits. We'll just do one edit. So vamp a little bit. I'll get this ready.
Vamp it up. Vamp.
It's not vamping, dude.
Hold on.
You can just talk about your day.
Oh, my day? Okay, so the thing with all this stuff that's going on is I'm still going to work every day.
Same. Even though I have my notice in, I'm still going.
I mean, it's only Tuesday, so I've only been to work 2 days. Oh, it is Tuesday, right? Yeah, duh. We're doing the live show.
I'll get it. Hang on.
Okay, thanks.
Shout out to Emanon, who
you.
just resubscribed for the 4th month. They also, looks like
Gifted subs.
E30G gifted 2 subs.
Thank you so much.
One to McShake and Bake. What up, McShake and Bake? And one to Austin All. Thank you very much for that as well. We appreciate you. All right, we do have some redemptions. Go ahead and tell us about your day. These will
all right,
be ready to go.
So I'm just going to work, doing stuff, and oh my gosh, there's so many notifications. Okay, just going to work, doing the daily thing, and everyone keeps saying like one day they'll send us home and we'll get to work from home, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
It's weird because you don't know. It might not happen, and then it might literally happen on the spot. Everyone go home right now. So
well, yeah, you never know. But I where I work, it's not like they. Thank you so much to Hamburglar for resubscribing for the 4th month. We don't work with a bunch of people. It's not like 100 people in one room. You know what I mean? It's like maybe 20 people in one area of the building at one time, but half the people are out in the field because they're either not surveyors, inspectors, or stuff like that. So I think my workplace is a little different, but for you, maybe people should go home.
People should probably go home. I work in a call center. Shout out to Lucy Quinn00, who just resubscribed for the 2nd month in a row. And thank you, Emanon, for cheering 1,000 bits. We appreciate that sincerely. All right, so here is the redemptions we've had so far. We had a high 5 redeemed. Here we go. We did change the point totals, so we appreciate that. A ridiculous accents was redeemed, and I think that is it. Okay, cool. Yep, it looks like that's it. So you're going to start out this email with a ridiculous accents.
Okay.
I'm looking over, and I see that Major Wolf said, do an Irish accent. So it is St. Patrick's Day.
How do you do an Irish? Oh, I guess I can. I don't know. Well, I'm like, how do you do an Irish accent? But I guess you can just, I don't know. We'll see.
Do what you can. Work with it.
Oh my God, this is going to be awful. Okay, so the story goes. Salutations. Good Sir Adam and good Madam Robin.
That's
I don't
pretty
even
good.
know.
It's pretty funny. You're supposed to be doing an Irish accent, and that's what was written on the email.
My husband, I'm what's for. That's more like. Oh wait, no, is that right?
Just do it. Roll with it.
Okay.
Get in character. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate.
My husband, I'm what's for dinner, has been after me to write some of my experiences and send them to you.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Keep doing it.
So I thought this would be a good one to start with. And
shout out to Emanon1588 who just donated 500 bits.
Thank you so
appreciate you.
And you're welcome to read this on the podcast.
It's good, man. Keep
it's
going.
all right. I'm not good at this.
Just keep going. You're crushing it.
Has it been a minute? No, it hasn't. I used to work for a chemistry lab while going to school. I was mixing an acid solution in a fume hood with the safety glass pulled down far enough that only my hands in the middle of the forearms could fit. And the safety glass was so reflective that I could fully see the lab behind me.
It's pretty good.
Thanks.
I think you can call it. I think we can all agree
right.
that she did a very good job on that one. So good job, bro.
It's very difficult. I don't know how people do accents.
People are very, very pleased right now with you in chat.
Really?
So yeah, they're just like, God damn, that's good.
I was the only one in the lab, and there were no lab classes going on at the time. I'm already terrified. She's going to see something in the reflection of the glass. It's got to be. Per the safety rules of the lab and the campus I was attending, I had all the doors to the lab locked. Nobody was able to come into the lab unless they had a key or a key code to enter, unless I actually went and opened the door to grant them entrance. Acid solutions are incredibly temperamental to mix safely. They heat up and will begin to boil if not carefully monitored. That is absolutely terrifying.
Just like me. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I'm drunk. Oh my God, I've had 2 sips of beer. This
Oh my
email's
God.
about me. Oh my God.
All right, so I knew what temperature to keep the solution below while mixing it. I had reached a point in which I needed to let the solution cool a little before continuing. While monitoring the temperature, I had glanced at the safety glass as I had heard a noise behind me and saw a figure of a male walking along the lab stations behind me. I'm quite used to having spiritual activities around me, and since I had heard him before seeing him, I was actually quite calm and just said, "Hello, sir. Are you the same being that's moved my equipment around that has moved my equipment around on me so often in the lab before now?" There's another story. So There's another story to this that my mother, who has also worked with me previously as a chem lab assistant in the same school, was witness to in regards to this reference in my question. I never got a response, but knew that this male was frequently around the campus and very often in the lab with me whenever I was working or hiding in the lab office to study. Some background of the campus that I've been informed: it was a farmland that was donated by a gentleman. I have not been able to locate his name just prior to him passing away.
Shout out to Lucy Quinn, who just donated 1,000 bits.
Thank you so much.
Also, shout out to Lucy Quinn, our new stream boss, because she has slayed McShake and Bake. Now has 1,000 hit points. Go get her, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so this guy donated farmland as he was retiring from farming due to his health and physical abilities becoming limited. He wanted to give an opportunity to returning war veterans to get their college education without having to go too far away and uproot their lives further than the war had already done.
That's amazing.
And there were newspaper articles I found that supported the farmer's desire concerning the war veterans. That's really cool. That there's actual news.
Documentation.
Yeah. I'm quite sad that I have no idea of his name, especially since I could tell that he loved that land and meant no harm whenever he came around me while I was studying or working. That was the only time I saw his figure, and I feel that he didn't mean to let me see him. It was just a fluke of sorts that I happened to have seen his reflection in that safety glass while physically having had my back turned to him during his visit and passing through. Again, this is only a starter of my experiences. I have many more and will send them along once I've written them. Thank you so much, I Am Beef Trainer.
Yeah,
That's
was
a really good story. It's just like something out of a horror movie where you just see the reflection of something that you know is not actually there because she has to unlock the door.
Right.
To let people in. So it's like, they don't belong there, I would not be calm. I would have freaked the fuck out. But
no, I wouldn't be like, oh, hello, good sir. Have you been the one that's been messing with me? I'd be like, demons! Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I haven't checked a whole lot on the Facebook today except for that thread about how people have been dealing with COVID-19. But we had the superstition episode, and I said, guys, let us know your superstitions. We want to hear the ones that you have. And I went to work, and someone asked me, hey, what was your topic this week? And I said superstition. And all my coworkers started talking about theirs. And my coworker, who's a 50-year-old Japanese guy, said that after a funeral, all of the people he know, before you're allowed to enter your house, have to have salt thrown on you. They take a little bit of salt and they throw it on you, and that person goes in the house, and from the threshold, they throw salt on anyone who will enter the home to kind of to wash you off. It's not to disinvite your relative. It's to disinvite anyone that might have piggybacked with you home.
That's kind of cool.
I was like, that's pretty awesome. I've never heard that one before.
I can totally see that where it's you throw the salt and the ghost is like, huh,
right.
And it just hops out of you, but you don't realize it. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway.
Good stuff.
Cool.
All right. So let's look over into Stream Chat and see what you folks had to say during that story and see what you guys just had to say in general to start the show. All
right. For some reason, a whole big chunk of my beginning chat disappeared, but I do have a redeem my message from Lady M that says Spooky Mom should come say hi. I know there was a highlight my message before that one, right?
I don't think so. I don't see them on the redeem up there.
They're in this area. They're in the redemptions area.
No, they're not. If there was one, that's not there.
All right. So a glitch has redeemed to highlight my message and said, I hear you, Tenacious D. Adam, kielbasa sausage, your butt cheeks are warm now.
Thank you.
Get it on.
I'm so glad someone got that.
I don't get it. I've never really listened to a lot of Tenacious D, so I know 4 songs, but maybe 5 songs.
Kielbasa sausage, your butt cheeks is warm. Okay, cool. I'm going to read some YouTube stuff. I got to scroll to the very tippy top and then start reading. I know we got some new folks in, which is really nice to see. I'm glad you've had the time to join us. The first person in both chats was Glitchgrim, and he started out with woohoo. And second was Major Wolf in Twitch, and they started with woo, hi Glitch, which is cool. Sakura was the first person over there on YouTube. Thank you for joining us, Sakura. We have a lot of hellos and highs. Blanca Bello, Alexandra, Wow, IOAY, and then face.
You can read some of the Twitch ones too, because I can't read those.
Right on. So we have Lady M, Glitch Grim, Robin's also there apparently, Major Wolf.
Hello.
I Am Beef Trainer. I'm What's for Dinner. Lots of folks joining us over there. Cat Beatrix, Mrs. Zilla, actually Faison. Everyone's just sort of trickling in. It's really, really nice to see so many folks joining us. People are talking
well,
about.
everyone's kind of quarantined at home, so it's like, hello, join us. We are here too.
People are asking like, how's everyone's social distancing going, which is hilarious. People are saying that this pandemic does not duck.
My friend Roselle's kind of the real MVP for me right now because there's a lot of stuff I haven't been able to find or get, and she's like every day at work she's like, we're going to this so and so shop. What do you need? And like yesterday I told her flour and yeast, and she came back with fuckloads of flour and yeast. And then today she's like, hey, I have a lot of hand soap. Do you want some? And I was like, heck yes, I do.
That's so funny.
She's my hero right now with the whole quarantine, got to get all your stuff in order type stuff. So
we got a lot of chit chat about going on with the quarantine. I Am Beef Trainer said, just worked an 11-hour day, running off about 4 hours of sleep. Same, except for the 11-hour day. This coronavirus situation sucks. Mrs. Zilla says, right, I've been practicing my whole life in reference to social distancing, which is absolutely hilarious. Major Wolf says, I don't have money to sub, sadly. Do not worry about it, Major Wolf. We understand. What were you going to say?
No, I just think it's funny because there are memes where it's like nerds are just so happy that everybody gets to stay inside right now. And I'm excited because Final Fantasy VII comes out. Animal Crossing New Horizons comes out.
That's very close, yeah.
New Horizon comes out in 3 days. Amazon better get it to me on release day or I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There is. I was looking over there to see if the Redeem Your Message is actually up there, but it is not. Ruben over there in YouTube says, yo, pinch, also not wearing green. Just happens sometimes, man.
I was wearing my Xbox jacket earlier and it has green on it. I just don't have it on right now.
Emanon has redeemed a high five.
I don't think there's a limit on high fives. I just added that like 30 minutes before the show.
Because you guys were redeeming your other points for our high fiving.
So there's no limit. I'm sure we could high five like 50 bajillion times if you guys actually wasted all your points on it. But
I don't know where you catch up to me, so I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, Akbar over there on YouTube says, self-quarantine squad, whoop whoop. We have some people that have joined us. Cat Beatrix says, LOL, hi, Spooky Mom. I think it's so funny. She scared the shit out of me when she came in.
Because I saw the door creak open, and I was like, did I not close the door all the way when I came up here with the beers? And I was like, maybe the cat's pushing the door open. And then I saw a hand followed by a body.
She never assumes it's going to be a human being. What else do we got here? I Am Beef Trainer. Or I'm sorry, I'm What's for Dinner says, okay, Adam, pants or no pants?
That's one of the redeemed messages. I'm
pants. Sure. So you can see them and I can't. So I'm just saying. Akbar says, my brother spooked me and I legit cried. It's funny to me now because I'm not the type to be scared, but back then there was only fear. I'm gonna miss bread though. Yeah, I'm happy that we got stuff to make our own bread. That is
exactly why I told my friend Roselle that I needed flour and yeast because I want to try to make bread since everyone's buying out all the bread.
Another high five has been redeemed, Mrs. Zilla.
I keep burping because of the beer. Oh my god.
You're gonna need to lock that shit up when you're reading, dog.
But yeah, no, I really want to try and make bread, and I think it's just a cool time to kind of pick up new skills now that we're all trapped inside.
Stuck in the house, why not?
Where are you at?
Major Wolf says #furry life. New Event Hunter says, we talking about coronavirus? A little bit, yeah.
All right, so I think I'm caught up.
Okay. Brittany says, hello, been a while since I've been able to join and still might have to leave early. Sideways smiley face. We're happy that you were able to join us, Britt Newton. If you have to leave early, we understand. Also, shout out to Lucy, who has joined us over there in YouTube.
Some people are talking about TP alternatives. One person said just scoot your butt across the lawn. Dogs do it.
Bidet. Everyone should own a bidet anyways.
That's what Mrs. Zilla says. I have a bidet attachment on my toilet from Amazon. So it must not be too difficult to install, right? I mean,
water sprays your beehole, makes you nice and clean.
I
you just need like one sheet to dry yourself off. Or you let nature do its thing before you get up.
Glitch says Robin is drinking the better beer, just saying.
It's true.
I mean, it's much better. I do enjoy Corona with lime, though.
I don't.
When we were in Mexico,
drinking out of solidarity with people that are being affected by the coronavirus.
When we were in Mexico, I definitely drank a few of those.
I didn't have a single Corona in Mexico.
What?
Nope. Lucy says, not related to what you're talking about. So I tried to join on Twitch, but I don't know if it's my connection, but it wouldn't let me connect. Damn it, Twitch. WTF. We have we have quite a few people over there in Twitch, so
yeah,
hopefully that'll let you in at some point.
Love how much you guys are joining us. I think it's great. You guys are awesome. We know everyone's struggling right now, and we're just glad that we can be entertainment for you while you're stuck at home.
Carissa in YouTube says, hello, lovelies. I deactivated my Facebook, but I'm still watching and listening. I know you have a shit ton of fans. Just wanted to let you know I'm still alive. Wishing you the best. Carissa, and then a bunch of smiley face emojis and heart
nice.
emojis and kissy emojis. Thank you very much, Carissa.
We're
glad to know you're still alive.
Concerning TP alternatives, I'm What's for Dinner says, if all else fails, just grab a pet, apologize to it, and do what you gotta do. Someone posted a picture of like some person sitting on a toilet holding their cat.
Yep.
I was like, no.
I'm pretty sure it was me that posted that picture.
But with Arya, you'd never notice she was dirty because she's already black.
I'm pretty sure you noticed. Akbar says, apparently, may you live in interesting times is a curse in ancient China or Roman times, depending on who you ask. Someone told me that at work today, too, which is interesting and kind of creepy.
Valley Grill says, anyone else catch the live stream of the Dropkick Murphys? It was pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that was going to happen. Have you ever heard the Dropkick?
Yep, I think pretty much everyone that's ever heard the song Shipping Up to Boston
never heard of it.
I guarantee you've heard it. You just didn't realize it. I'm shipping up to Boston. Wow, to find my wooden leg. Boop a doop a doo 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 doo.
Oh, I have heard that.
You're welcome. What else do we have? Akbar says, Robin passed the test. The leprechauns are pleased, in reference to your Irish accent, which, let's be real, is pretty fucking good, man.
The funny part about that is where have I ever heard an Irish accent before?
You just heard McMurray do it behind the scenes where he taught you the difference between all the accents.
There must have been a show or a movie or something that I've watched where people have Irish accents, and there's got to be. Luck of the Irish. I am going to watch that tonight because Disney Plus is the bomb, and that's.
I think you just back down your Scottish accent because you watch so much fucking Outlander.
Oh, I do watch a lot of Outlander.
You just don't roll your R's and you just talk a bit differently. Charlie over there in YouTube says, this is my first time watching a live feed. Thank you for joining us, Charlie.
Thank you.
Hope I'm saying your name right. Please let me know if I'm not. Y'all look so different how I picture you when I listen. I hope we look better.
Yeah,
we
that's
hear
what
that
I was gonna
every
say.
single fucking time.
Everyone always says we look different than what they imagine, and I'm just wondering what they imagine because I don't know. We post a lot on Instagram. We haven't in a really long time. We did post pictures from our hike if you guys want to check that out on Instagram. I think I put it on Facebook and Twitter too, but we did post pictures of that, and we always post pictures on our Instagram and stuff of each episode that we do, each topic episode that we do. So you guys want to check all that stuff out, you can.
Vivian has joined us saying, hi. What up, Vivian? Thank you for joining us. Shout out to Emma who just redeemed Ask a Question. I am redeeming a bottle clink. Cheers. There you go. It's a bit of a loud clink, but hey, it works. Vivian says, my soul is green, so suck it, leprechauns. Did you watch Shia LaBeouf? No. Or Lock and Key? No.
A lot of people said Irish accent. That's funny.
Yeah. I think, it's St. Patrick's Day, so.
Cat Beatrix says, bracing for my department to close doors. It's going to suck since part-timers like me don't get paid. That's how I feel right now. If we close down, I'm not getting paid, and it's so annoying. Meh. The Snark says, y'all will have news to catch up on when the stream's over. I was late because I was listening to the press conference. Oh, dear Lord.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Panda says, the virus ducking sucks. I got let go from my job. That does suck. I sincerely hope that some form of
laid off, and it's so sad.
I have so many friends that have been laid off from the casinos, and I sincerely hope that there's some form of assistance provided for folks that have been laid off due to this because it's crazy. Goofy Cure says, hey, yo, a little late, but I'm here. Thank you for joining us.
Lunabin says, made it to the stream. I need this to deal with my cabin fever.
I totally understand.
Oh, yeah. So. Just make amazing outfits for all your shows.
I know it sounds stupid. Cool. I don't know how many people actually do this. Open your windows. Like, it helps a lot with cabin fever.
You're just going to ask for all the virus to get in.
No, it's not how that works. Vivian says, question of the week. If you could be the god or goddess of anything, what would you want it to be? That's a really good question, actually. I don't know. Also, Glitch, I know you're our king moderator. Check out YouTube every now and then. I've already had to hide 2 people because people are really bored and they're trolling left and right. So nothing too terrible. Just some silly folks out there. So nothing bad. I'm just saying nothing bad, but just give it a look-see. Shout out to Goofy Cure, who's just donated 1,000 bits.
Thank you so much.
And has slayed Lucy Quinn, who was our stream boss, is now the new stream boss with 2,000 hit points. So go get Goofy Cure, everyone. Or Goofy Cure, you can donate more to heal yourself once you have been struck.
I think that's really cool.
What would you be the god or goddess of?
Sushi.
The goddess of sushi?
Duh.
I don't know what I'd be the god of.
Or would I be fish? Because I would just eat all the fresh fish, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I want sushi because I want the rice and everything with it. I will make the best sushi in all the land.
I think I would be the god of rationality if I could, so I could just like make everyone sort of chill the fuck out and relax a little bit. Izzy says, hey, I caught another live stream. Indeed you did. Thank you for joining us, Izzy. Goofy Cure says, Robin got us of anime and Adam got a movie trivia.
Aw, that's cute.
That's
I like
really
that.
good, actually.
I do like that.
I know so many people that know so much more than me about movies, but that would be really cool.
Perlar15 says, thank God I made it on time. Pouring myself a glass of wine as we speak.
Vivian says, anyone watch Jacksepticeye? He is my small Irish bean. I have never heard of him. I'm guessing he is a streamer of some sort. Vivian says, I have the power of God and anime on my side. Izzy says, I love Jacksepticeye. So cool. I'm glad to know that some people actually know.
Thank you everybody who appreciated my Irish accent. I'm not used to it, so thank you.
Vivian says, top of the morning to you laddies, which is pretty funny. Charlie said, I imagine Adam with a ginger beard and bigger teeth, and Robin with a more Koreanish face, but you guys are still beautiful to me. It was just a bit of a wig out. No worries. I don't have a ginger beard. It just comes in normal black. I guess my teeth are normal size in my mouth. I don't know. Let me know. Do I have small teeth or...
I think you have big ass teeth.
Thanks for that.
I mean, normal size teeth.
Big ass teeth.
Oh Lord. Okay. 52DZ says, yo, lockdown buddies. Yo.
What's up? Thank you for joining us. I am caught up on my YouTube. There's some extra chat in there, but it's some folks chatting to each other, so I'm not going to worry about that. Nice beat you got there, Robin.
I am going to so I want to update everybody because Twitch just rolled out bits emotes, and I'm totally going to be posting a couple so that anybody who donates bits, once you get to certain tiers, you get new emotes. So I'm going to work on that, and hopefully I can post it and they'll approve it as soon as possible. It's not instantaneous, obviously, but
sometimes they're quick about it and sometimes they're not. It's
yeah,
really
hopefully
annoying.
they are this time around. Mrs. Ellis says, OMG, can we talk about how they're releasing Animal Crossing tomorrow? What?
A day early? Or 2 days early?
2 days early? Tomorrow's the 18th.
So they don't want everyone to go on lockdown and not be able to pick up their copies.
That's
pretty
so crazy.
Awesome.
Lunabin says, really considering buying a Twitch to play Pokemon and Animal Crossing, but I just got a PS4. I'm going to say a Switch is pretty sweet. I can carry it around with me everywhere. The other day I carried it down to the living room just so I could play a little Pokemon while I started my spring break. It was really cool. They're releasing the digital version of Animal Crossing tomorrow. Lunabin says, whenever I hear COVID-19, I hear, come on, Eileen.
Wow, that's funny.
What's for dinner says, I always hear Corona like my Sharona. Literally me. That's literally what I've been doing this whole time. I'm Beef Trainer has redeemed highlight my message and says, by the way, my mom and I were discussing that ghost in the chem lab the other day. She reminded she reminded me about the time we had a chem professor that did believe us about the ghost messing around with the equipment, and the ghost ended up taking his keys from a spot that they were gathered around and knew the professor had set his keys there.
It's a chemistry lab. I'm pretty sure what you actually have on your hands is an invisible man.
Oh God. Our professor ended up looking for those keys for over an hour before he found them. That is freaking crazy. Glitch says, I have the claw and whiskey and I'm okay for the day.
Nice. You know what song I have stuck in my head is that stupid Senorita song by What's His Face and What's Her Face.
I love it when you call me Senorita.
It's because I'm drinking a Corona. It's infecting me right now. It's bringing out the Puerto Rican in me.
The Snark says, I have pork belly. Gonna make it tomorrow.
We ordered... Oh, I'm not going to tell anyone. Oh, I guess I don't think anyone's going to try and rob us, but we ordered beef and pork in bulk so that we don't have to worry about going out and trying to find it. And I love doing that. It's a Midwest thing, like ordering a quarter or half a cow.
We did not order that. No.
We did not order that much, but we decided that rather than go and try and fight people for some form of meats, we're just going to go ahead and order it and then just pick it up.
They were telling me, they're like, if you want ground beef, you're going to have to wait another 15 minutes because they're still trying to even just unbox chicken. I had to get chicken breast for my sister because she's like, well, I need chicken. And so I had to go into this huge crowd of people flipping through all this chicken, and I just grabbed the closest thing I could grab, handed to my sister, and was like, this is what you're getting. This is all there is. Okay.
So funny.
It was just insane.
Are you caught up? Are you still going?
Cat Beatrix says, I felt the urge to make bread because I can't get enough carbs in my life, but the store was all out. If Robin makes bread, please live stream just for me. We might do like Instagram live. That'd be cool if we made bread and stuff like that. That'd be fun. Oh, I'm seeing all the messages that you had to delete.
You're seeing stuff in Twitch, which I have not deleted at all. So you're seeing the stuff that Glitch is fighting right now.
Oh, thanks, Glitch. You rock. My socks. Um,
Well, hopefully Glitch is fighting it. I'm just assuming it's happening over there on Twitch as well.
I'm just scrolling through because we got to get to the stories. Mrs. L says, "Love me some spicy tuna, all that sushi, da 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 da." Major Will says, "OMG, the sushi goddess, watch out, she'll spite you with the fish." That's so funny. Oh, so
Jack Septic something.
Yeah, is a famous Irish YouTuber.
Oh, there you go.
That's why. Okay. People talking about how they love their Switch.
God, I love my Switch too.
I'm West for dinner says ground beef is what I'm called when I fall. That's funny. All right. Cool. You can read your story now.
Right on. I just want to let folks know, not trying to be banhammer crazy here, but I am going to be very diligent and very careful because things can escalate very quickly in a chat channel. So if you're just asking a question that seems a little weird and it's your first time, it might just wind up getting removed just in case, just FYI, so no one get mad about that. Unless you're here to troll, in which case, I'm sorry, I'm just being very diligent with the chat, and I get it, you're bored, so shit happens, we're all in quarantine or lockdown or whatever. You know, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to move on to my first story of the evening, and this one's subject is someone was in the bathroom, which is a weird and creepy subject, but kind of intrigued. It's fairly short, though.
Okay.
Starts out like this. It's Julian again.
Hello.
What up, Julian? And if you don't hear from me, it's good news. But just right now, I had a scary incident. I'm doing my rounds of my job that I described last email on the HQ building, the building with 8 floors, and I'm on the 5th floor. Still am just far away from that room. I wish I remembered which room Julian's referring to, but we've had a lot of emails about folks that work with some form of maintenance or janitorial work that work in really creepy buildings. So I'm picturing all of those at once. All right, there's a bathroom, and I heard the water running in the sink and what sounded like someone washing their hands. The door was ajar, but not enough to see the sink. I assumed it was a detective that was using it, so I waited in the other room. Okay, so I feel like we're working in a police station now. I waited for 5 minutes and still no one walked out. So I went and knocked on the door. No answer. So I opened it and no one was there. I quickly turned off the water and ran out. I quickly went in to snap this picture, but I'm not doing that room tonight. I don't care. So let's look at the picture really fast. I don't think we can share it, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a picture of an empty bathroom. So let's just go ahead and confirm that really fast. I hate that they don't get forwarded back to us because like after they get sent to be proofread, it breaks the email chain and doesn't have them attached, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and look at it right now and describe it for you wonderful folks. Scrolling. Here it is. Attachments. All right. Okay. It looks like a normal bathroom. Looks pretty clean, and there is absolutely nothing in there. And there's like, it's like one of those bathrooms where it's not a bunch of stalls and a bunch of like
it's just a
urinals.
Single person bathroom.
It's a single person bathroom. So if the water was on, it's weird that someone went in there and turned it on. All right. It has been described. Y'all are welcome. I'm in the room that is one room away from where the bathroom is, and I'm feeling really uneasy. Scratch that. I'm now in the elevator lobby leaving this floor. Okay, now the 6th floor, and I'm feeling better.
All right.
It has to have been recent, so there's at least 2 other people here also doing their rounds, and none of them went to check. Not to mention clear sounds that someone was washing their hands. Although I didn't hear that before I opened the door. But still, Ghost Boy, you're wasting water and that ain't going green. Sorry if I wrote it weirdly. I'm writing this as it happened, and I have no one to turn to but you guys for this shit.
Aww.
Take care, you two.
Thank you.
I like that it was like a live journal almost of your spooky experience. It was like you dictated down, or you just dictated, I should say, transcribed whatever, like a Facebook Live event when you had something really creepy happen to you. I felt like I was there. I felt like I was the ghost washing my hands. So It's really fucking creepy when there's a room that you know no one can get in or out of unless they come through a door, and then you just don't find anyone.
Well, it's like the story that we just read where someone came in, or she saw the reflection of someone when she had to unlock the door to let anyone in. It's just stuff that is terrifying when it doesn't make any sense, you know?
Agreed. When stuff doesn't make sense, when things don't add up like that, it's just a little bit creepy. But Thank you for sending that in. We appreciate you. So that wasn't a very long break. Let's just look over and see if there's anything that's popping out. Just going to do some quick deleting of stuff. Cool. Right on. All right.
Okay.
Do you not have anything over there? I don't have anything over here, so.
All right. I'm just going to kind of skim through stuff that I skipped before.
Vivian, just FYI, don't feed the trolls. Do not engage. Everything will be fine. Looking over to see if we had anything new redeemed. We did not. It's a relief. I really didn't want to do switching. I really don't want to switch seats tonight, guys. Please don't make us switch seats. I'll do goofy voices or whatever, but please don't make us switch seats.
I'm Beef Trainer says the grocery store that I work at had to start limiting the amount of meat per person because we were running out of product. And at the grocery store that's near our house, they started just putting out anything that was frozen. So instead of waiting for them to thaw and then putting them out, they're just like, we can't even wait. We just got to take it from the truck, put it out. It's just so insane. Mrs. Zilla says, gotta go. Great seeing you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your damn hands.
Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Zilla.
Lady M redeemed a high five. High five.
Pretty good.
Oh my gosh. I never drink carbonated beverages, so.
Yeah, you're burping really, really often
Oh
tonight.
God, yeah. I'm Beef Trainer says, perhaps ghosts can get COVID-19? Question mark. Major Wolf says maybe, or they were alive for the 1920 virus. It's funny. It's pretty.
I know
solid.
someone who has a great grandmother living with them that's 105.
Lived through Spanish flu.
Yeah, and she lived through Spanish flu. She kind of remembers it because she is much older now. But she's like, when I was a little girl, I remember everyone was like getting over it, and it was a thing that people were worried about still catching. And now she's alive for like the next pandemic, almost 100 years later. So literally 100 years later, which is really creepy to think about.
Goofy Kira says, does Robin have a top 10 anime list? I do have a lot of animes that I like.
You should make a list and post it.
But I'll make a list and post it on our website or something.
Once we're officially quarantined, we're going to need some stuff to do.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff to do once we're sitting at home doing nothing all day.
Adam Dude Damn over there on YouTube says, what is your favorite food? Which is a pretty
sushi. Normal
message. Hopefully it doesn't go anywhere weird. Hers is sushi. Mine is like perfectly cooked steak. Although I really, really like sushi too. So good stuff. That was a really short story, so we don't have a whole lot to go over.
Yeah, I'm going to
switch to your story.
Yep.
All right. Gonna mark it. Give us that wonderful transition while I finish my Corona.
All right. So this next story is titled Little Spooks. That was a really loud swallow. Oh, God. Okay. Hi, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
My name's Bailey. I am absolutely loving your podcast. Thank you so much. I discovered it last fall on Spotify and...
Shout out to Spotify. Sorry, I was finishing my Corona.
And have slowly been listening from the beginning. I'm super curious about the supernatural, but also kind of skeptical. I think that's a healthy middle ground. You know, you're curious, you want to know about more, but you're like, what if those are real?
I think it's the best place to be. Take everything with a grain of salt, but don't be closed-minded.
I'm agnostic, and it's the same type of attitude for spooky stuff, but also very easily scared. I'm scared of everything, so. I'm the kind of person who turns off the light and runs and jumps into bed at night. I get you, Robin. Thank you.
That's so funny.
I've never really had any spooky stuff happen to me, and I'm kind of okay with keeping it that way. My mom said she saged the house when we first moved in, which is nice. Anyway, the only supernatural story I can think of is a nice one about my cat. I love stories about people that still have their animals.
I love supernatural stories. I love cat stories. Let's do this.
My family has always had cats in the house, and my twin sister and I were allowed to name the two we got when we were very little. Naturally, kid gibberish turned into funky names, so we had Bugby and Digby. It's pretty fucking cute. Bugby was very playful and friendly, but Digby was very reclusive and only really liked my mom's. I have two, Mom and Bubba. That's cute. Wait, so the cat was named Mom and Bubba?
I'm monitoring over here, so I'm not sure.
All right.
I'm trusting you to read this and keep track of it.
All right. However, when I was probably 6 or 7, I'm bad at time though, Bugby ran away and disappeared because we were gone on a family vacation. In her absence, Digby became much more friendly. I loved her very much, and eventually she passed away when I was around 11 or 12 because of pancreatic cancer.
Aw.
That's so sad. It's always so hard to hear about anybody getting cancer, even your pets. It's just a rough thing to go through. She would often sleep with me at night, even to the point where Mom said she would find her sleeping on my head when she checked on me in the middle of the night.
That's adorable.
Mom took her off so she wouldn't suffocate me. I love when cats just sleep across like people's entire faces or like shove their heads in people's mouths when they're sleeping. It's so
In their
cute.
mouths?
Yeah,
That's a
you've
little
never heard
weird.
of that?
I've seen people have like a cat necklace or a cat hat because they're curled up so much on them, but I've never seen a cat be like, I'm going to sleep in your mouth. I hope it's okay.
They don't sleep in their mouth, but they like shove their heads while you're sleeping.
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, anyway. After Digby passed, we were a catless house for somewhere between 6 months to a year. At some point in there, I was in bed ready to go to sleep when the smell of a clean cat litter became very clear. Then I swear I felt the weight of paws stepping on my bed towards the end. I could tell because of the way the blanket got pulled slightly. I think Digby was visiting me. She only took a few steps and stood on my shins, and eventually the weight disappeared, and so did the smell.
I'm What's for Dinner has redeemed. Ask a question. Says off topic, but how is Sweet Cheeks doing, Adam? Sweet Cheeks is glorious. We were texting today about some of the Bears' moves in the off season that we're not too thrilled about. But Sweet Cheeks is a wonderful human being, and I love him very much.
She only took a few steps and stood on my shins, and eventually the weight disappeared, and so did the smell. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. I hope it makes you smile too. My second snippet is this. I was listening to your Storytime episode 7, and
I like the hang on we just had to do, like the cliffhanger of is ... this.
Storytime episode 7, a listener described hearing a voice in their ear and almost immediately forgetting what it said. And Adam described his childhood experiences with that and said it always sounded urgent. I've had that happen to me once before. I've never known how to talk about it because I can't remember what the words were. But when I was younger, maybe 13 or 16, again, my sense of time is a mess. I found myself waking up early in the morning, sun up, so not 3 a.m., and heard this extremely clear adult man's voice say something to me. I sat up, fully awake, and was like, what the fuck? I have 2 moms, a sister, and even my 2 cats are girls, so there are no men in the house. It wasn't even a voice I recognized, but it said a clear sentence, and I really wish I could remember what it said. It wasn't threatening, but it did feel urgent, like Adam said. Super freaky. It never happened again. I'm a 2000 baby, so that gives you my age. Oh, so you're only 20 years old right now. That's
God, it's so weird to think a 2000 baby is 20 years old. I feel instantly old.
Hope this wasn't too long. Like I said, these are the only possible supernatural experiences I've had. But when I was younger, I convinced myself I could see ghost cats out of the corner of my eye. Pretty sure it was just me wanting to feel special, though. However, Mom has had a few experiences, even had lived in a haunted house for a short while before she noped the fuck out. And at least a few other stories. I'll try to ask her and write them down for you. Thanks again for the awesome podcast. Hope you enjoy. Love, Bailey. Thank you so much.
That's really nice of you, Bailey.
Yeah.
And definitely let your mom know we want to hear her stories.
Yeah.
Like, I love it when people get stories from their family members because you have like a mom or, you know, a grandmother or any level of family that you still have. They have such interesting stories that people tend to not know unless you ask. And you never know like what amazing story your family member is hiding from you. And thank you so much for sending in yours. Like, it's super interesting. I still dream about like the dogs I had growing up and things like that. And I wake up and I kind of feel like they visited me in my dreams. And it's a really cool thing. Shout out to Ghost Dunk, who just resubscribed for the 8th month in a row. Thank you very much, Ghost Dunk. It says, stay safe, scary pals.
Thank you.
We shall try.
I think it's really cute that as a kid, you always thought that you saw little ghost cats out of the corner of your eye. I think as we grow older, we try to tell ourselves that we didn't see it or that we were just trying to get attention or whatever, but maybe you actually did see it, and I think that's a really cute thing.
Or you trusted your instinct. Like, you had a feeling, you're not exactly sure what it was, but you just like kind of went with what you thought. And I think when you get older, you start to look at that skeptically, like, oh, I was just doing it for attention, but realistically, you were just kind of doing it. You know what I mean? So, right on. Thank you for sending that in. We appreciate you. Let's look over into stream chat. There wasn't a whole lot going on that, you know, didn't need to be deleted. Vivian said, did you know that the terms cop and copper for police officer came from the fact that their badges used to be made of copper metal? I did know that. It is a very interesting fact, and thank you for sharing, because I guarantee you someone did not know that. Oof. Froggy in my throat. So, I don't know how many of you have watched the sci-fi series Tin Man, and it's like a remake of Wizard of Oz. It's like a reimagining of Wizard of Oz. I think it's the first thing I saw Zooey Deschanel in, actually. She plays like Dorothy's descendant. But Tin Man, the character in the thing, is actually a police officer, and his badge is made of tin. And that's where it comes from. So it's this really weird reimagining, and I actually kind of liked it. But that's because I'm a sucker for Wizard of Oz. So
does she give him his heart?
I don't know, actually. I'm pretty sure his heart is like his daughter that's been kidnapped. It's like a much more serious version of it, and it's like a sequel because like Dorothy had magic, and this is the descendant of Dorothy, so she had to go back to Oz and blah 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 blah. No one cares.
Okay. All right. In my chat, Oh, Girl Panic says, just got out of work. Glad you could join us.
Thank you for joining us, Girl Panic.
Laura Ann says, just heard a random ding in my room. Not at all disconcerting.
No, okay, so there's nothing there that actually gave you the notification. You just heard it. That's kind of terrifying.
I'm What's for Dinner says, I'm Beef Trainer has epic burps. Hurts my ears sometimes.
That's funny.
Emanon says, come on now, Adam. Eating all that raw food is how coronavirus started. What the fuck?
We think.
Valley Grills says, when you put out your top favorite tech on the website, it was really nice. You should definitely do it for anime. All right.
Right on. God, that Senorita song won't leave my fucking brain.
Perlar15 says Frozen Now is now on Frozen Now. Frozen 2 is now on Disney Plus. Just thought y'all want to know. I'm loving Disney Plus right now.
We were listening to Lost in the Woods before the show started, actually.
Lucy Quinn says, we're not in full quarantine here yet, but in Illinois, I'm working from home. I'm spending a lot of FaceTime with Pep, my little dachshund. He knows no boundaries.
That's so funny. There's a really good meme where it's like the diary of a dog. Like, the human has been working from home for the last few days. It's been amazing. Every time I walk in the room and he has a video chat on, the company cheers. I'm what's holding the company together.
Lady M says, I thought Moana was so much better. I think Moana was really good too. And I just think it kind of depends. For me, I am really close to my younger sister. So Frozen 2 is more of that hitting to home type movie for me because it's about sisters. So I think it just depends on what you kind of relate to or what you enjoy more.
Right. There's a redeemed message that says, you heard that right. The coronavirus started in China, in a Chinese town from some guy eating a raw bat. That's actually been confirmed to be a rumor. There's been no confirmation on that, and it has been very heavily politicized. So we're kind of like leaning away from all the origin stuff of it because it's definitely getting like put through the news cycle and pulled apart. And the truth is no one really knows why coronavirus mutated. Coronavirus has been around forever. COVID-19 is like a brand new strain, and like bat DNA supposedly doesn't exist in it, so no one's really aware of where that came from. But just letting you know, like, let's just keep that chill. So I'll let you keep going because I don't actually have any more YouTube chat.
Okay, cool. Cat Beatrix says, when I adopted my cat as a kitten, my roommate, who was a vet student, stuck my new kitten's face in her mouth. I think my cat was scarred for life. Aw, Perlar says, skip Moana because I can't stand anything with The Rock in it. I like The Rock. Cat Beatrix says, haven't seen Moana yet, but the summer camp kids at my work sing it all the time. That's cute. Laura Ann says, love Frozen 1 more than fuck. Laura Ann says, love Frozen 1 and Moana. Ghost Dunk said, seconding Moana. Moana's really good. I really do enjoy Moana.
I really like Moana as well.
I'm What's for Dinner says, what was with the 80s rock love ballad in the middle of the movie? It was so out of place. And I think that's what I loved about it because that's my favorite song. It was so weird, right? But it was so funny. It's just my favorite song in that entire movie. 52DZ says, off topic, but has anyone heard of a Aztec death whistle? Look it up. It's crazy. We'll have to look it up later because that sounds like a cool topic or something.
It does. Nicole the Otaku says, hi, this is my first stream. What up, Nicole? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We have one more scary story to go, and we're just reading some of the chat right meow and sifting through the bad stuff for the good stuff right now. There's a lot of bored people out there. I understand, dude. We're all like locked down or on quarantine or just at home because you can't go out and do anything right now.
I'm glad you guys are all taking care of it because I haven't read any. So ASB Bunny says, oh my god, Tin Man is such a good series and movie or slash movie. I would watch it.
It's so old. Like I think I was
How old was Zooey Deschanel in it?
She was young, dude. Like I was like, is that chick looks like Bones, that show that just came out. And then I Googled it. I was like, oh, it's the chick from Bones' sister. That was the first time I ever saw her on TV. Linda Diaz has joined us over there on YouTube and says, hi, spooky kids.
Aw, hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Cat Beatrix says, recommend the virology episode from Ologies podcast. The host interviews several healthcare scientists. Really informative. Cool.
Nice.
I'm What's for Dinner says, OMG, I had hot dogs for dinner, and now paying for it with absolutely rancid burps. That's gross.
Oh, no.
All right. You can go read now. Oh,
right.
Thank you so much to Goofy Cure for donating 150 bits. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was trying to count like all the ones. There must be 50 of them. Cool. It's your turn to read. So.
I'm just looking, and I just saw that Glitch is totally handling YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
You'll have to tell me what's going on after.
It's just coronavirus stuff, or people asking about like weird videos that I'm sure is like 2 girls, 1 cup, and we're just removing the messages.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
It's nothing serious. No one's being vicious or attacking. It's just some weird stuff. So we're just making sure it's all in lockdown. And now that Spooky Mom is in the chat, like we got to make sure like everyone's on their P's and Q's. So, okay. Gonna mark it. Gonna move on to my final story of the evening. All right, so I'm going to move on to the final story of the evening, which I just said before, but edited out. Damn it, I was going to say the storyline. Fuck.
52DZ says, I ate Hot Pockets. I understand your pain about the hot dogs.
Oh, no.
The Snark says, going to Big Dogs before they close tonight. Gotta run early. Hopefully you'll join us again. Ghost Dunk says, raising livestock in general is what made infectious diseases more prevalent. So it's raising them, not eating them.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Cool.
All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do another transition so that we can have it. So I'm going to move on into my final... You're going to fucking ruin it. I see your hand over your mouth right now.
I'm What's for Dinner has redeemed ridiculous accents/voices.
Fuck nuggets. All right, so I'm going to get into... I don't know what accent I'm supposed to do. I'll wait for someone to come
Everybody's already requested Valley Girl from you.
Valley Girl? Valley Girl's my favorite one to do. All right, so I hope the people that listen that don't watch the stream don't hate this segment, and if they do, they just message us and let us know, like, can you just, like, cool it on the accents? But I think they might actually like it. So I'm going to give you the subject, then when I start reading the email, I'll shift into Valley Girl. And if there are Valley Girls out there, I apologize that this is stereotypical.
Try a drunk
mean.
Valley Girl.
I mean, that's the only Valley Girl I really do.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, all right, the subject is, I dreamt there was a man in my room, and I knew it was too late for the podcast. It's a dash to let us know we can read on the podcast, not it's too late for the podcast, which would be really creepy and like cross over different realms. So it starts out like this. Hey, spooky friends, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hi. Spookyzora / Graciela here. I feel bad now because it sounds like I'm imitating their voice. They, them pronouns. I can't believe it's taken me a long time to send this in. I don't think it's duplicate, but I can't remember the last story I sent in, so if it is, sorry.
Oh, God.
Recently, I had the scariest dream I've had in a while. I actually don't usually have many scary dreams. Mostly night terrors, but when I do have scary dreams, it's usually about being haunted by something and having limited time to live, a la The Ring or The Grudge.
Okay, you're good.
Thank God. Okay. Anyway, sometime a few weeks ago, I was falling asleep in bed when my dog started huffing / barking. Not full-on barks, but well, fucking goddamn.
I just imagine it's the sound like when Yui kind of doesn't bark, but it's like she's kind of
those ones. Yeah, I totally know it. That's exactly how I'm hearing it too. So not full on barks, but like she was hearing something outside. I didn't hear anything immediately, so I disregarded it at first, but she wasn't stopping, so I started to listen in. That's when I realized there was some sort of tiny noise that I couldn't identify, but I thought it sort of seemed like someone could be walking around or in my house, but very, very quietly. That's a terrifying feeling.
Yeah.
All right, inside the house. It was a little freaky because it was my mom or my sister. If it was my mom and my sister, they wouldn't bother to be quiet like that, but still I couldn't tell if it was inside or outside. I felt like I was laying there forever, trying not to breathe too loud so I could hear this noise, and also keeping my hand on my dog to try and get her to be quiet, because this whole time she was huffing quietly. Which is funny because you can imagine like quieting down your dog. It's like still wanting to do it.
That video of the Shiba, that person who's like
trains their
quieter.
Shiba, yeah, quieter, and it just like super quiet.
Or they say like bark cute, and it's like it's so
adorable.
Cute. Oh God, I love dogs. Okay.
All right, the dog is still huffing quietly. It's a very tense situation. Finally, the noise started getting louder, and I could tell it was outside by the side of our house and getting closer to my window.
No.
It wasn't until there was a clear animal chirping noise that I realized it must be a raccoon, and I calmed down a bit. But only a bit. I started falling asleep, and now that my dog was finally quiet and the nighttime critters seemed to move on, and the last thought I had before falling asleep was, quote, maybe I should get up and check my house just in case. That's when I think the dream started. Oh God, no. So, in my dream, I did get up. I very clearly remember the way that I folded my covers off of me and putting my foot on the floor. I guess a clue that this was a dream in hindsight was that I didn't turn on any lights while walking through my house. Lights are always a huge trigger for me in my dreams. I would normally
light switches?
Yeah, light switches, like lights won't turn on or off. I would normally turn on every light that I could. So I left my room and went to look into my sister's old room, which is tiny and only really has a bed. Right now it's being used for storage, but when I looked into the room in my dream, it was empty except for the bed. I remember thinking, this is wrong. There should be stuff in here. I moved on from her room and walked to the front of the house to look out the window to the street. I flipped up the folding blinds at the window and realized that I suddenly couldn't see anything. My eyes were open, but it was like everything was dull red, sort of like when you close your eyes during the day and look at the sun.
It's like something was forcing you not to be able to see whatever it was.
Yeah, it's like I have that happen in my dreams too, where like my head is hung and like I can't lift my head to look up, and it's like this terrible feeling like I need to run away from something, but I can't see where I'm going. So I'm trying to look outside and can't see anything but a dull red, and I guess I figure everything is cool, but I'm not alarmed or anything. I'm going to take a deep breath now because I've just been like taking the short ones. I head back. Okay. Alarmed or anything. I head back to my room to go back to bed, and before getting in bed, I lean down towards my dog to pet her and give her a kiss. That's when I hear the man. He had a really gruff but clear voice, and he said right in my ear, well, that wasn't very nice of you.
What?
I tried to scream, but I was so shocked that nothing came out. I scooped up my dog in my right arm and dashed to my door, but I closed it behind me when I went back to my room. I knew that there was no time for me to grab my door handle and open it inward before he reached me. My body slammed into the door, and my left side should have felt the pain of hitting the doorknob, but instead, I woke up. It made such an impression on me that I told my therapist about it later on, and some of the questions she asked me were really interesting. She asked me what he wanted, and I guess because it was my dream, the man in my dream was a part of me. Thinking about it a little deeper, she asked me why he said what he said, and I realized that he was upset at me because when I was walking through my house, I was being sneaky about it, and I guess I was being suspicious rather than trusting. Weird. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my dream. I hope I'm listening in it. I hope I'm listening in tonight. Hello, Spooky Zora from Past Me.
Aw.
And then it's signed off, Graciela. Thank you so much for sending that in. Like, it's really, really weird if you try and sit down and actually interpret dreams and what they actually meant. Emanon says, I am redeeming a deep breath. Thank you. Executed to perfection. But yeah, like I have a few friends that always want to talk about the things they dreamt and what they mean. And for me, a lot of times it's whatever like thought was floating through my head like right before then. And it jumps around so much I can't really pinpoint the meaning of something. But I can start thinking about like there was a theme of the day that wound up carrying over. And like we talk about it sometimes too. Like it's because we talked about this earlier in the day that this wound up cropping up into my dream, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just so bizarre to try and analyze something that you just have such a hard time remembering. So have you ever had like a dream that specifically stood out where you woke up and you're like, I know exactly
what happened. Yeah. It's mostly, for me, those are mostly when I have really scary night terror-ish ones where I'm just like, you can't forget because it scared you so much.
Right.
So, yeah. It's a loud motorcycle.
Residential area. Whatever. All right. Let's go over in stream chat, see what you wonderful folks had to say. I don't see a lot of stuff that had to get deleted, which is nice to see. Scrolling through, people are talking about Criminal Minds and how good it is over there in YouTube.
Oh, I am sad that it's ending. I love Criminal Minds.
I was really sad when they took whatever it was. I was really sad when they took Greg from Dharma and Greg off there. Angie says, what is scariest moment in your life? Mine is when guy was coughing and followed me and I was scared he had coronavirus.
Oh, God.
All right, you got me. I read it out loud. Oh, my God. Hilarious. Let me go ahead and... Oh, look. Glitch had actually already deleted that, and I was reading from Restream, which is why it didn't come off. That one's on me, folks. That one's on me. You crazy, crazy kid, Angie. You got me. All right. What do you got over there? It is hot, Vivian has confirmed.
Valley Girl says Adam's accent ducks. I'm
Thank
What's for
you.
Dinner says his face, all the lols. I'm Beef Trainer says this is helping me wake up. I've been fighting sleep from exhaustion, and this is so great. It helped re-energize me.
Cat Beatrix says, I'm assuming Emma's drowning in engineering homework, so I'm going to say hello on her behalf. Hi, spooky friends. Thank you for doing that for us, Cat Beatrix.
Thank you.
We're saying hi to Emma through you via proxy.
Major Wolf says, where are you guys in the story dates? Like, what months are we on? Honestly,
January. We're about 2 months.
Yeah, but it's a little bit difficult to measure dates because we don't get stories consistently. And so we could jump from January to February super quick. It just
Sometimes we get
depends.
like 4 in a day, 20 in a week, and then sometimes we'll go 2 weeks
With
without
nothing.
a single one. And it's crazy because like you'll tell everyone like we're 2 months out, and like she said, all of a sudden you're in February. So I think we're approaching February pretty rapidly right now, but we're in middle of January, I think was the most recent date of the ones that got read tonight. Wow over there. I'm just going to call you Wow. Wow over there on YouTube says, I usually forget my dreams almost instantly as I wake up, but I do remember this one nightmare that scares me so much. Oh God, I'm terrified to hear what it is.
Have you ever seen Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
Okay, I've never seen it. But someone said
It's kind
that
of like a punked.
anytime they hear the name Larry, all they can think of is Joe from Impractical Jokers running around yelling Larry.
A lot of people at work have actually talked about it because it's just like their most famous skit, I guess.
I don't
So it's
know.
just like a very specific way of yelling Larry.
But the Snark says Larry's gonna go by himself to get dinner, and then he's gonna bring it home. So
Nice.
nice.
I
He gets
still-
to keep watching.
I still have the things that I need to
Yeah,
deliver to Larry.
we need to give him the.
I know
the
it's been a
goods.
crazy last week or so we haven't been able to like meet up and get it taken care of.
Glitch
but
redeemed high five. Oh wait,
Terrible.
no, that was a bad one. Yeah.
you guys got 2 high fives. First one was atrocious though. All right, so
Major
that
Wolf
is
says,
my
Oh, I'm sorry. Major Wolf says y'all are close to my story. Oh wait.
right on.
Oh, you can edit, not edit, but start up marbles so I can keep.
I was gonna like do the whole spiel I do before I
Okay,
start at
go.
marbles. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get marbles on stream set up. For those of you who it's your first time and you're over there on YouTube, at the end of the show, what we do is we do a little game called Marbles on Stream. It's 100% free to play, and if you win, just by typing an exclamation point play in the chat, if you somehow manage to win, you will get a free piece of merchandise curated by Robin. She'll give you some options. It's probably going to be like a sticker or something like that. But hey, some free merch and we'll send it out to you. And all you have to do is switch over and watch us at twitch.tv/scarishpodcast because the game has not yet integrated chat from YouTube. So I'm going to get that set up. If you're on YouTube and you'd like to participate, switch over to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast right meow. Someone said, what happened to Hydrate Redemptions? We were just kind of doing it anyways, and we felt like it was a waste of your guys' points.
We don't want to waste your points. And I'm thinking, like, in the future, I will activate it, say, if we had actual drinks or something like that, you know? So we'll see what happens in the future. 777, oh my gosh, it's been, like, months. Welcome.
Months.
Been forever since I joined. Missed you guys. We missed you. Thank you for coming back. Glitch says, no, Adam. No, I love that. So, plus the pod. Tell him Steve, Dave. Shout out to Q. I don't even know what that means.
Who said that?
Glitch. You can read it. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have to read it. As you folks can see, we have the track list up there. Type exclamation point vote and then a space, and then the number corresponds with the track you would like to race.
Glitch redeemed high five for Trip 7. Ouch.
Ow.
That one hurt.
I never like move my hand towards her because she's so vicious with the way she slaps.
Cat
She
Beatrix
slaps.
says, I'm trying to get another coworker into Scarish because boy howdy does she have stories.
I accidentally just voted with the Scarish account instead of my personal account. I'm a fucking idiot. Whoops.
Glitch says, Impractical Jokers, sorry, I been drink. Trip 7 says, finally passed my boards. I can join the rest of society now.
Hooray! Welcome back to society.
Hooray! Lunabin says, join society just as we all get locked down.
Right.
I'm What's for Dinner says, you have beers tonight. That would have been fun to hydrate. You guys drunk.
We only had one though.
We only had one. I mean, I liked the episode where Aunt Ree was in town and
she
we
kept
just had
bringing us
mixed
mixed
drinks.
drinks.
It was great. All right, lots of votes. Exclamation point vote and the number of the track that you would like to race in.
So right now, Twisted Toothpick is leading the voting, but don't let that keep you from voting if that's not the track you have. Sorry, I just scrolled down on my phone to just vote, and all of a sudden I got all of the notifications that I've been missing during this, so no big deal. Just going to ignore all those. Cool.
Boop, boop, boop.
Awesome. So right now Mountain Mingle has 4 votes over there, but Twisted Toothpick is still leading. I believe it has probably close to 10 at this point, so we'll let it scroll by one more time and then probably just get it started. We're going to do 2 races tonight as per usual. We're going to do the 2. So anyone who needs to switch over, you still have the time. And all right, I got that taken care of. We have our notifications ready to be looked at. I just got to get the mouse out and the keyboard for controlling the camera.
Where is it? Oh, it's down there.
It's where it usually is. The mouse is over here.
Dude.
11 votes for Twisted Toothpick.
My cousin just texted me and said our governor announced statewide non-essential businesses close.
Wow.
So
I wonder how that's going to affect my work tomorrow. Excuse me. I had my spit in my throat. Don't freak out. I'm sincerely wondering now, because my last day is Tuesday next week. Tomorrow's upload day. We have 16 uploads to push. Fuck a duck.
Does that mean Mickey D's gonna close?
It's not essential.
So sad. I love McDonald's. Oh, what about my fried chicken? No. That's the one thing I need to learn to perfect to make is fried chicken, because
brown paper bag it.
I absolutely love fried chicken, and I just need to learn a perfect spice, perfect breading. I need to learn to make that.
All right. Twisted Toothpick's going to win this. It has 11 votes. Let's check out some stats. All right. First and foremost, its average time to finish this track is 1 minute and 53 seconds. Secondly, we have raced this, it looks like, prior, because we do have a percent played. And Glitch won last time. The record time for this is 1 minute and 34 seconds. So I think the last time we raced this, he fucking killed it. It was January 26th. It actually says record date now. So that's really cool to see.
Glitch says Dallas is in kind of a lockdown. That's terrifying. The Snark says that food will stay open.
Yeah, it's got to. All right. We are going to race this one. It's getting loaded up. If you would like to join in the race, which, let's be real, everyone should, type an exclamation point play. Right, meow.
Exclamation point play. Oh no, how do I do this? Doop doop dee dee doop. What was I gonna say?
Then you're gonna say that
Triple.
You love it when I call you Rita.
Yeah, I love it when you call me Senorita. 777 says to soak the chicken in buttermilk before you bread it. Smart.
That is very smart.
I'm sure that's to keep it moist. Moist.
I was gonna say, keep it what, Robin? All right, we have 24 marbles in the stream right now, but I know we have more viewers than that. Just type in exclamation point play to join in and get a chance to win some free merch. I'd like to point out that the world record, we have 25 now. The world record is in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Let's see if someone can break that tonight and be a Marbles on Stream superstar.
I think our camera's... Is it on?
Did it turn off?
I think so. It's a black screen on my thing. Should I go look at it?
Yes, please. And make sure that the actual thing is plugged in, because I think it just died. I'm pretty sure everyone can hear us. Yep.
Ow!
Come on. How hard is it to just plug something in?
It just snapped my finger.
It's a clamp. That's what happens.
God. I don't even know how this is on there.
Then just plug it in and don't worry about the clamp. It's just there so it doesn't have to dangle. We're up to 28 marbles in the stream right now. It says, where are Adam and Robin? It looks like our camera was somehow unplugged during spring cleaning, and it just ran out of juice. No worries. We're getting it taken care of right now. We're going to let some folks continue to join. We're up to 29 marbles in the stream. We're going to have 30 seconds before we get started. Starting right meow.
I heard noise. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was the shutter thing snapping shut.
Yeah.
So let's hope that the camera starts turning. There it goes. It's back on. Fantastic. So you guys have 15 seconds from right now to get joined in. That was exciting. Wasn't that exciting? The camera
died?
Yep. Good stuff. So we have 29 marbles, which is a really good number. And we're going to see who gets some free merchandise.
Lunabit says, and that is the night the lights went out in Scarish. Uh,
All right, everyone's falling down the Plinko machine. Let's take a look at the rest of the track. This is the pretty wood one that we really like. Let's see who gets out of that first. It looks like David is out in the lead. Glitchgrim is right behind. Lunabin is lasty back there. But the ghost ball for Glitch's record is way back there, so we'll see how David can keep pace and see if they can set this record.
Glitch used highlight my message and said, "I'm here to win and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum."
Nice.
I love IT Crowd when he's like, "I'm here to play Countdown or something and drink milk, and I'm all out of milk."
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Looks
That
like,
show's very good.
That is a very good show. Looks like Perler is now in the lead, but David is hot on their tail.
Oh, everyone's saying hi, Spooky Mom.
We're going
You guys
into
are awesome.
the funnel now. Whoever gets through the hole first is going to have a significant advantage. David and Perler and Glitch all fall through at the same time. This fan blade is going to decide who's going to take a significant lead.
Perler is like taking a pretty good lead.
Indeed, Lang Puma has come out of nowhere for contention. There's Glitch's Ghost Ball, and now we know why Glitch's Ghost Ball took the record. Perler and M. Meadows have been eliminated. David is trying to set this record. Glitch also like shot the gap and finished pretty early. That's why Hair Hacker was trying to take a shortcut, didn't work out. The Snark is bouncing all over the place and may have just jumped in front of Glitch's record-setting pace. I think the Snark has this one. Although A. Meadows, oh my God, A. Meadows did that once before too. The Snark has broken Glitch's record and taken the win. Congratulations, Snarked. We'll watch as everyone else sort of falls in. Lang Puma is going to take second. Lady M and David are going to take third and fourth. Folks are just sort of falling off the side right now.
That's the thing with the spinning brush is like if you get caught on the edge, it keeps spinning and then pushes you down into this gap and you're gone.
Right. All right, everyone's trickling in. Here comes Malum bringing up the rear, unless someone else is up there. Yep, 777 and Valley Grills are up there, so we will let that play out while the wave of death approaches. Frosty Ginger is trying to make it through. Let's go check our non-front runners and see how they're doing. Valley Grills is trying to take that shortcut and has not survived.
Perlar15 said, "How did I get last? If you died first, you're last."
Okay. 777 is trying to make it down this ramp while the death wave of blue approaches. Looks like 777 is going to finish before that hits, and then we'll move on to our second.
That wall just always reminds me of PUBG.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the impression they were going for. So let's look at final results here. The Snark moves up to 28 points in the season. Lang Puma moves up to 20. Lady M is up to 23. Mondo Alba is up to 18. Cashew is up to 28, which matches the Snarked. I'm at 22. Glitch is at 21. And Eric W is at 26.
The Snark says, "Pass my prize." So who's second?
Second place, this is this mouse that does not like to scroll properly. Lang Puma.
Lang Puma. So email us, storytime@scarish.com, and give us your mailing address, and we can mail out a Scarish sticker to you.
Indeed. Indubitably. All right, let's
Meadow
go ahead.
says, "Shake and bake."
Let's go ahead and get voting on the second track of the night and see which one we'll be racing to wrap this thing up. I have so many freaking notifications.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because so much stuff popped off while the show was on the air.
Oh, yes.
Not even going to try and look at it.
I need to vote. Vote? What number do I want?
I usually just pick a random number or the number that I see that's been voted for most recently.
Someone posted a picture in the Facebook group, or not a picture, a video of someone racing marbles down a beach or something, and it was like marbles in real life. Marbles on stream in real life.
I totally saw that. It's like exactly what this is, except it's in sand that's like got like, pathways dug out of it.
Glitch says vote wooden leg.
Nice.
What?
He's shipping up to Boston.
Oh, I get it. Dropkick Murphys.
Yep. I need to go to the bathroom.
I do too. And you know what? It's because we don't normally drink, so now that we're drinking, it's like, gotta be.
It's because I had a full cup of coffee before we came on the air, and then a beer, and then half of my cup of coffee here.
I haven't even touched my coffee. I'm like nursing this beer so hard. I'm like halfway, a little more than halfway done.
Boom ba doom ba doo 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 boom ba doom ba doo doo doom. Few Will Survive 2 is in first place with I don't know how many votes, but we're about to find out as it scrolls past it. A lot of these tracks only have one and are previous winner, which was the Snark, also voted for Few Will Survive too. So if there happens to be a tie, that is the one we will race because the previous winner gets the tie-breaking vote.
Glitch said, vote, I'm a sailor peg and I lost my leg.
It's funny.
How do you guys know these lyrics? They're so strange.
It's just like, if you've heard the song, that's like one of the only things they say. Emanon redeemed Ask a Question 7 minutes ago. It says, hey, your camera said low battery and now the screen is black. Wish I would have seen that.
Wait, we can see on the screen when it says low battery?
Apparently they can. So, good to know. Few Will Survive has 11 votes. We're going to go ahead and go with that one because nothing is going to catch it. Let's be real. Let's look at some stats. Average time to finish it is 1 minute and 47 seconds.
It's fast.
Record time ever, 53 seconds.
Dang.
Local stats, we have not raced this one yet.
Let's race.
So let's get started. I haven't watched her in forever.
I haven't watched her in forever, too. I bet she has a lot of good videos out.
Probably. I'm going to give us all 1 minute and 15 seconds. 75 seconds from right now, from this very moment, to just get joined in. So everyone type in !play to get your marble on stream, including me. Whoops-a-daisy.
We have 37 viewers on Twitch. Thank you,
We're
guys.
up in the 40s, actually. It keeps like going back and forth. We've had a lot of viewers tonight.
Joining the race is absolutely free, guys. So if you are in YouTube still and you want to hop on over to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast, you have a minute to join us. Just type in !play and yeah.
I see Glitch has redeemed a highlight my message. Says, I've been to an Irish pub or two, Robin. Let's all go to the Winchester and have a pint till this blows over.
I love that movie.
Love that meme. Love that movie. Love that Glitch. All right. Just in case. I wish this thing gave me like a better notification when something comes through. But hey, I'll try and look over a little bit more often. We have 30 marbles in the race, which is amazing because that is more than we had for the first race, which you folks know is always my goal. How much more time do we have? Oh,
we got 10 seconds.
10 seconds left. Get your votes in here. Or your votes. Get your marble on the stream. Don't make fun of me. All right. The record to beat is 53 seconds. Let's see if anyone can do it.
Lang Puma says thoughts on NFL free agency. Lots of exchanges of players, and it's kind of
pretty shocked,
stressing me out.
Pretty shocked Brady went to Tampa Bay. Not surprised that Phillip Rivers wound up with Indianapolis. Very disappointed in almost every move the Bears have made so far. It's like just the Bears' MO to pay a player that's really old and out of their prime money as if it was 10 years ago. That Jimmy Graham thing is very upsetting. So
I'm What's for Dinner says so many balls looking to make it into that hole.
Indeed.
Meadows redeemed highlight my message and said woo.
Nice. Looks like M Meadows and Spooky Mom are neck and neck.
777 says, meanwhile, my Rams are just languishing.
Your Rams have an amazing defense as long as they have Aaron Donald at nose tackle. I'm just saying, that dude is amazing.
I'm very mad at Jason Witten.
Because he went to the Raiders?
Yes. What a traitor. What
traitor.
A traitor.
It's not like he went to the Redskins or one of the rivals of Dallas.
Oh.
M Meadows is taking a shortcut, although there is a different shortcut. So let's back the camera up here, see if anyone makes it down the center path, because that will change things quite dramatically. IMB
the Snark
trainer
says giggity.
It's funny. M Meadows is still in the lead, just chugging along. And M Meadows, I think we can both agree that at this point, it's like the world doesn't want us to have dinner since you can't even go to places. IMB trainer tried to take that shortcut.
Oh, yikes.
But it did not work out.
You have
Robin
to,
and
like,
Laura
slow
Ann shot
down
it
or
as well.
something.
Hair hacker. Here comes M Meadows.
How
Overshot it. Does not make it. Here comes Cat Beatrix.
How do you even make it in?
You have to. It's moving, so you have to line it up properly. I wonder if we're gonna have a race where no one wins because everyone is dying.
No,
oh my God. Cashew.
Perlar
15 and Cashew 16 finished neck and neck.
So the first race they finished last, and now they're finished first.
Congratulations. Send an email to storytime@scarish.com. Let us know a mailing address. We can go ahead and
mail
send
you a Scarish sticker.
Precisely. All right. We're only going to have 6 marbles so far that have finished. There's 2 left out there. So you can actually still collect points on the season right now, Lady M and Eric. If you stick the landing here, it's not looking too good because I think this thing has to be further out. Eric just misses it. Lady M
Valley Grill
just
says,
misses it as well.
Destined to die.
Aw.
So sad.
So let's look at the final results. Perlar moves up to 13 points. Cashew moves up to 35 on the season. 52 Nix is at 18. The Snark is at 32. Lang Puma 23. And A Meadows is up to 24. Pretty interesting stuff. They said, yay. We're very, very happy for you. All right. Let's go ahead and switch this over to the camera since we got it working again. and I'll get us backed out of this program. We're going to wrap this thing up.
Ghost Dunk asks, hey, chat, do y'all know about Jelly's marble races? Or Gel's marble races? I've never heard of it. So.
Nor have I. All right, so let me put this thing down, get my microphone all arranged again, and then we're just going to go ahead and close it out. So, Robin, you typically take over at this point. Let me get this thing set down nice and neat. Go for it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined us for the episode tonight. If you're listening on our regular episodes, please join us each week Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We record our Storytime episodes live, and it's really fun to get to know everyone and kind of chit-chat about what's going on in everyone's lives, and you guys get to know us a little bit better, and
Win some free merch.
It's fun. Yeah, we have a game of marbles, a couple races at the end of each episode, and it's just an opportunity to win some free merch from us, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, if folks wanted to support us monetarily, Adam, how can they do that?
They can go over to patreon.com/scarishpodcast. Those are monthly donations that you can sign up for, starting at as low as $1, which grants you early access to all of our stuff, going all the way up to a lot of monies. And there's a lot of spots in between that get you a bunch of different things.
Dollar shakala.
They definitely help us out. They definitely help produce things for the show that get better and better and better. In addition to that, you can go over to coffee.com/scarishpodcast, which is ko-fi.com/scarishpodcast. Those are one-time donations that go to upgrading our studio setup. We actually just switched out our lights, which are just normal lights and a ceiling fan, from the regular yellows to the white LEDs because it doesn't clash as much with our other lights, and we think it actually worked out quite well. It was a very cheap upgrade that is made possible by the fact that we get these donations. It's not like we don't need massive donations, and Spooky Mom obviously, but little tiny things all add up. They all really help. We understand that people right now are hurting for money, so there's never an obligation to donate, but every little bit helps, and we sincerely appreciate every single thing. Robin, for folks who wanted to send us their stories for the Storytime episodes, how can they do so?
So you can send them to us at storytime@scarish.com. You can also send them to us via our website. If you go to scarish.com, check it out. Got a lot of stuff on there. Our episodes get posted there. I gotta sneeze. Hold on.
Quarantined.
Shut up. Yeah, so go
Click
to
on contact us.
Oh my fuck.
I'm just letting you know where you're at. That's all, dog.
Check out our website, lots of cool stuff on there, and go to our contact us page. There's a whole form you can fill out, and we get the email that way. You can also message us on Facebook, facebook.com/scaryishpodcast, and Twitter. We got a Twitter, we got Instagram. You can
Twitter's at
send it to
ScarishPod.
us
Instagram
wherever.
is at ScarishPodcast.
Yeah, just send it to us wherever, whenever. We'll be together.
We're meant to be together. So yeah, I think that's just about everything that we have for Storytime number 110. Thank you so much for everyone who watched. Thank you so much for everyone who listened. We appreciate every single one of you. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.